Hello and welcome to another devlog of my solo indie adventure game. I am absolutely elated to see our community growing with over 333 subscribers. Your support means the world to me, and it's so fascinating that so many people enjoy the journey of this game development. So now let's see where this journey brought us last week. I have been working on many little smaller things, nothing is really significant enough to put in the foreground, but every little bit counts, I think. I've added a new element to the inventory, the money. This money will later allow players to trade with NPCs. Players can sell the items they have found on their journey and no longer need to these NPCs. On the other hand, they can also buy the usual items such as axes, swords, tools or food or something like that, you name it, to better equip themselves for their journey. I would have liked to include magical items with the traders so that players could upgrade certain tools or weapons or something like that, but I think that might be overthinking it. I don't want to overcomplicate the game and fail to finish. This way a small economy is also created, and money can currently be obtained by breaking certain crates. Some of these crates are located at the lookout tower near the beach, which is on the way to a new location. I've added a new location to the map and admittedly it looks like any other location on the map, but it works. Of course I want to place different objects in various places on the island, but since this island isn't divided into different biomes or something like that, I don't think it's a big issue if the map on the whole has a consistent look. Here there's a small cave that you can sneak into and explore a little bit, and the cave isn't populated yet, but yeah, it's like 95% of the entire map. But I think the terrain of the cave turned out quite well. Maybe there's a treasure to be found there. What else is new? I've implemented my own dialogue system into the game. Hooray! Finally some small talk or conversation, so you're not completely alone. Currently the conversation partner is just a regular cube. You know about my fantastic character design skills after all, so I think this will be a cube for some time. Yeah, and the player can talk to the conversation partner when they are close enough by pressing the action button. By simply clicking with the mouse, the player can continue the conversation. However, the player can just as easily end the conversation by just walking away. But the cube can remember that the cube has feelings too, so be kind to each other. In any case, this simple dialogue system adds more life to the game. It paves the way for the story, the quests, or just normal conversations with people who are there to make the world feel more alive, or for Easter eggs. Furthermore, I've made a few changes to address some issues that bothered me while playing, for example the lighting in the dashboard view. I'm more than satisfied with the basic lighting, and of course a few more light sources need to be placed on the map here and there, but the basic lighting is on point, I think. However, when you look at the player in the dashboard view, or the inventory view for now, it's not as visible at night due to being too dark. To fix this, I've added a small spotlight so the player is nicely illuminated. I think it has also a nice sound to it. As for the sounds, here's a quick compilation of how the player's audio experience is shaping up. Another thing that bothered me was that when items were dropped, they were often not visible in the tall grass. So I've implemented a renderer feature that overlays a white shader on all items that are not directly visible. This greatly eases the search for dropped items and will guide the player to items they haven't picked up yet. I believe this is a substantial help. However, I'll need to fine-tune that radius because you might notice in some sequences that items too far away are still marked. Yeah, and that's it. That's all that happened last week. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, then I really would be happy if you leave a like here and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any updates on the game. See you in the next video.